People, deluded, I'm back again. Now, quick one in relation to us losing 2-1 against Spurs. Our Spurs 2, Arsenal 1, you know. By all means, Spurs fans, banter me, run your bants at Arsenal fans, because I'd be doing the same. The amount of my friends that are texting me saying F off back to South London and all of these things are ridiculous. I would have been on them. It is what it is. But focusing on Arsenal, you know, Spurs fans focus on you. You know, I feel Spurs, there are some positives in their game, but I feel we shot ourselves in the foot. We engineered all our problems. You know, we can talk about the micro, we can talk about why Tierney is marking Toby Alderweireld for a set piece, why we just don't look convincing from a set piece, why we failed to score chances we had, why we failed to build on things. We can talk about that. But fundamentally, it comes down to game management. And I have to ask other players learning. They're saying they're learning under Arteta. They're saying this and that. Arteta can bring them to the water. He can't help them drink. The players have to be sensible. Arteta knows the job at hand, yeah, and I think one thing that might cost him is loyalty to players. Fair enough, you know, he has to use I'm not to get the formation, but the formation and the individuals he's rolling with is because he can't do much surgery this season or do much at all. But I think his loyalty to players, just by the way he speaks, he seems like he has a real affiliation to players, which is good. But that might be a negative point he might have learnt from Wenger, and that it's good, but it's bad for obvious reasons. And I think his trust in certain players will let him down because, you know, Mustafi's been in good form. But in the second half, you saw the ugly of Mustafi. You know, Luiz, generally this season, we've all been poor. But by Arsenal standards, he's been okay. You see him let you down. Not today. Kolasinac has been okay at fullback, but he will let you down. Again, these are not necessarily bad players, but they're not. When it's time to be stand up and count, and it's time for these important moments, it's sink or swim, and we drown every time, people. It's that real, because the facts are there. You know, the amount of draws we've got this season, the amount of winning points we've dropped from winning positions, like today. For me, you know, it's the devil's in the numbers, people, because we had the possession, we just didn't make the chances happen. And when you're always 1-0 down against Arsenal, or it's 1-1, and it's a thing where Arsenal have only scored one goal, they ain't really tested Lloris, and it's been a banger, it's taken a cracking effort where you have to hold your hands up and applaud from Lacazette. Spurs are going to have all the confidence in the world in that second half, and we had a lot of pressure in the ball in the second half. We didn't make it count. We started to get arrogant, we started to get complacent, we started to get tired, and old habits started to come into play. The corner, it's because, you know, Mustafi's starting to switch off our midfield and are not being as aggressive. Our defenders are not aware and are positionally out of place. And that's how they got their corner for their second goal, sorry. Their first goal is atrocious defending. Mentally, what's going on with Kolasinac? You know, Luiz is normally the offender and never the victim, really and truly. But today, I don't think he could have done much for that goal. If he does something, he's sent off and he makes our task harder, really and truly, which he has done time and time again. But equally, Luiz has been, like I said, the offender. And these people will let you down. I mean, they can tell us until they're blue in the face how they have learnt under Arteta, but they're not learning game in, game out. Did you not watch the Leicester game? Because we've dropped 3 points from winning positions twice this week. You know, you've had Jamie Vardy and Harry Kane, two of England's best forwards. Kane didn't score today, fair enough, but how many half chances? How many times was he unmarked, people? Do you get it? Vardy early on in the week, how many times was he unmarked and not found and not picked up before he struck in the 86th minute? On the topic of Vardy scoring in the 86th minute against Leicester, and I believe the 81st minute is when Toby Alderweireld scored. So 3 minutes from the end of the game and 9 minutes respectively. This tells you everything. The same standards you set in the first half, you have to do it in the second. You need to still be able to be aware of your runners and stay in position. And you know, we're not able to keep our standards up, and the very fact of, you know, we've conceded the equaliser 3 minutes after taking the lead, and we've thrown away the game 9 minutes before half time, before the end of the game, sorry, 90 minutes. That shows you everything about game management and how it's not here in this team, and it will always shoot you. You know, consistency is key. The devil is in the details, and I don't think we're learning. I don't think we're learning because, you know, ironically, this was the first game in a while where we've actually been the better team in the second half, but again, we flunked it. We got confident, they exploited us, and Spurs were probably sat there at half-time and saying, like I said, it took Lacazette a banger to score. It is Arsenal. They will make mistakes, and they're right, people. You know, you always feel that you have a chance against Arsenal. You always feel before the game that this game can turn your season around when you're in bad form, and these are the problems, and it's games like this where, again, I have to say, you know, Arteta, I think he took long with the substitutions, and I think, you know, we need to stop the Kolasinac at the back thing. But these are games that should highlight to the board the job at hand, and it don't matter if Arteta is a magician. You know, you can only do so much with your tools. There's only so much times you can polish a turd and tell people it's gold or it's glistening. People, there's only so many times. So recruitment needs to be spot on. There's only so much he could do. You know, it looked like it looked like we had a 5-man in midfield, one with Lacazette out of the ball, out of possession or without the ball. And we did that fine. You know, there were some positives to take, but fundamentally clean sheets and the hunger for them, game management, you know, and just being sensible, creeping into old habits and keeping your standards up when you're tired are all themes which have contributed to a cocktail as to why we haven't won today. So, you know, congratulations to Spurs. They got the 3 points. They moved 2 points ahead of us. And they should be licking their lips because I don't know who Spurs have next. But I know we've got Liverpool. Hopefully they allow us. But it's poor. For Arsenal especially, you know, I'm looking at this period playing Wolves. From Wolves until the 90 minutes comes against City. These are cup finals, you know. Against Wolves and Leicester, they're teams we're struggling to play against nowadays. Put in convincing performances. Fair enough, Wolves, we did what we needed to do. Dropped winning points against Leicester, dropped winning points today, and then what? You've got Liverpool and you've got Man City. And I said in my preview, I want us to treat it like a cup final. If you treat today like a cup final, you'd be letting yourselves down and everybody who helped you get to that point. And I know the players keep saying they're learning from mistakes, but you're not learning from mistakes. These mistakes are made several times. They've become a choice. I'm not saying these players are actively going out there to do these things, but when you're doing things like this and it keeps happening, like you're choosing not to learn, people. But we lost. We go again. You know, we go against Liverpool in the week. We'll see what happens there. But for me, I've got nothing more to add, people. DG, I'm out. We'd love to hear your comments, so please comment, like, and subscribe. I'm out.